20-year-old Josue Alonso was shot and killed right here on this corner. Here is a memorial showing all the love and support that Josue had. His family is still heartbroken though, and they want one thing, and that's justice. Iowa now has the most restrictive abortion law in the country. That law was signed right behind me by Governor Reynolds, who is receiving a lot of backlash from opponents who say this is violating women's rights. A rock and a plaque stand as memorial for all the hard work that took place right here on the site of Little Ankeny. And with the building being right on the middle of campus and directly next door to the journalism building, students were full of curiosity. But nobody knew exactly what was going on the old wooden shack. Under center, Jarrett Sinek, as cool as the other side of the pillow. He threw for 4 touchdowns. One final question. I haven't seen my name on the lineup card yet. I was wondering where I'm playing tonight.
We're going to get you in maybe next.
It doesn't get any more football than this. Look at all this snow. Perfect snowball weather. Tossing some snowballs around. But on a serious note, Sutton, a fantastic season. You know, the offense just couldn't get going today. Oklahoma Baptist took the Lopers to the very end in the beginning of this year. UNK escaped, winning by just 2 points in set number 5. But a win's a win. I think the Lopers would be just fine with the same exact thing tonight. Yeah, the C2 second-ranked Wood River Eagles host South Loop tonight for a chance to make it to the state tournament for the first time in 31 years. Now, they're loaded with contributors that'll take the floor in tonight's game, but there's one player that has contributed in so many ways that don't show up in the final box score, that won't take the floor, and embodies the Eagle spirit unlike any other.
Jenna.
Sydney Rorick knows tonight's game is a big one.
We're get about Friday.
The Wood River Junior plays on the JV basketball team and is the program's ultimate team supporter.
Good rebound. Good job.
Sydney's our fireball all the time. If you're ever having a bad day, you can always count on Sydney.
Everybody brings their best, and man, Sid brings her best, and man, she is so much fun to be around.
She's always been participating since she was little, and her friends in her class are so great that they participate with her and encourage her all the time.
She's all about bringing the energy.
Good job, Hannah.
And positivity.
You're welcome.
She has great motivational speeches before the game, too. A lot of times I'll be talking, and then I'll have is there somebody that'd like to say something, Sid will speak up, and the girls love having her around.
When she's on the bench during games, you can definitely hear her screaming for us and cheering, and anytime someone scores, she's the first one to stand up and clap, so it's just good to always have her there.
But don't be fooled.
I don't miss.
She can shoot it, too.
She has a great shot, and man, when she is in her spot, man, it's going in.
Fortunately enough for her and many others who have attended Wood River JV basketball games this year, that signature shot has been on display.
I love the reaction of the other crowds and how the other teams are towards her. You know, there's a lot of great sportsmanship out on the floor. You don't always see the bad. You see the good in people.
The girls are so excited for her, the coaches, and I mean, the crowd gets into it. And then the other thing, too, is like opposing teams, they love it. And they're like, yeah, hey, if we can we get Sid in?
It's just fun when she makes it because everyone's just cheering, and she's just our biggest supporter.
So often in sports, we get caught up with the star players. Who scores the most points? Who's the most athletic?
Almost there. We got it.
But Sydney is a reminder of what sports are truly all about.
When things aren't going right, okay, and you know, people are negative or something like that, and then Sid gets in a drill, and it just changes the whole perspective of everything. And it's like, okay, all right, it's bigger than basketball right now.
She loves the game. She loves to watch other people play it, and she loves to be involved in it.
The Eagles hope to make their final nesting spot in the Class C2 championship game.
Good rebound.
And Sydney will be right there by their side the entire flight. I'm joined with the one and only Sydney Rorick. She's got all of her Wood River gear on. She's ready to go. Sydney, are the Wood River Eagles, your team, going to get it done tonight?
Hey, we're going to win and play hard.
They're going to get a win. You heard it here first, folks. Game tips off tonight at 7. We'll have all the highlights for you tonight at 10. So reporting alongside Sydney Rorick, I'm Zach Williamson, Local 4 Sports, live in Wood River.
It was nice. We've been inside for a long time.
Lorraine Bacon is a resident at the Lebensraum Assisted Living Home. Today, they were finally able to get outside and see some familiar faces who haven't been able to come to the home in weeks.
And they tell me they miss me, and I miss them, but we can't do anything to change it.
Drive-thrus have become the new phenomenon for people to see the ones they care about most.
Very speechless, for sure. I I just seen the line, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. Our residents definitely felt the love today.
Not just the older generation, but the younger generation as well.
When they started pulling in, you could hear people hollering and laughing, and that's what we need.
Centura Schools hosted a drive-through parade for their students today, giving the students and staff a chance to see each other once again.
It was absolutely fantastic. You know, we haven't seen them for over a month now, and I was really happy with the turnout. I knew just because of our community we'd have a great turnout like we did, so getting to see all the kids was definitely the highlight of the month.
At a time where people feel so alone, these events are bringing the community together.
Our community's been supportive. We're trying to communicate the best we can. We just have a great community. Centura pride.
And lifting spirits in the process.
Yeah, they were all coming. They could.
For them to be able to see their families like this, we'll talk about this for
Ever. Yeah.
for a very long time.
It's the little things that bring the biggest smiles. We're fortunate to have the technology we have today, giving us the opportunity to communicate with our family and friends from the comfort of our homes. But like everyone at the assisted living facility and Centura School said, nothing beats seeing those people in person. Find a way to honor someone's life right now with the current social distancing guidelines. But one Hastings family was able to organize a memorial for a loved one today that was nothing short of amazing. Vehicles lined West 6th Street this afternoon to honor the life of Nathan Daniel Russell, who went by Danny.
He loved anyone he met. He loved giving hugs, receiving hugs. Everyone was his friend.
Danny passed away Sunday after choking while eating. He was only 25.
Danny has a twin brother named Robbie. My family adopted him actually when they were just toddlers, and they were both severely handicapped, and came into my family, and we just showed him both what it was to be loved.
With the current social distancing guidelines, the Russell family was wondering how to honor his life. Danny and Robbie both love to participate in the annual semi-truck convoy, the world's largest truck convoy for Special Olympics, which sparked an idea.
The truck drivers were so good to them and let them get up in the semis with them and let them honk the horn. And so we were trying to come up with something that would be a way to honor him, and we just, it just kind of came to me, honking to heaven for Danny.
Hundreds of vehicles took their turns driving by, paying their respect, and of course, semi-trucks were among them.
That's something they really enjoyed doing together, and to have those trucks show up for this was great.
They had received texts, emails, and phone calls from people saying they'd be coming by, but the turnout was much better than they could have ever expected.
You know, we started getting more excited, but still didn't want to be disappointed, I guess, if we didn't have a great turnout. And then when we look down the street and there's dozens of cars lined up and trucks and people, that wanted to be here, it was exciting and, good. It's a good feeling.
It was easy to see and hear just how much of an impact Danny had on so many lives. Yeah, they had all the same events as your usual meet, from running to jumping to throwing. But they had an event that you won't see at another meet this year, and it was definitely the best event of the night. A track is made for running and racing for first place, but today it was used for something else very special.
It was a powerful emotion. I think it was multiple emotions all piled into one.
Michael Witt is a teacher at Northwest High School and coaches the softball team along with the high jump for track. He even went to school at Northwest. In January, Witt announced to students and staff members at the school that he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
It was hard. We've known Mike for a long time, and it's just hard to see one of your friends and coworkers go through something like this.
Everyone was saddened by the news, but Jenna Buettner and the student council wanted to do something to create awareness about Parkinson's and to do something special for Witt. So they began selling wristbands that say Witt's Warriors for Parkinson's research. They also planned a Parkinson's walk that took place right here at Northwest during intermission of the track meet.
My wife told me to turn and look around at about the 150 mark, and I could see back around to the back straight, and it was just shocking, and kind of took my breath away.
Hundreds of people showed their support for a man that has had quite the impact on their school. A truly incredible moment.
It's just amazing. I don't know if there's any words that can describe the support that's coming from everybody. It's just, I can't. It's amazing. I love it.
This today is just overwhelming. So one of the reasons I don't want to take my sunglasses off because there's tears behind them. So just feel really honored and humbled.
One thing is certain, Northwest and the community will be with Whit every step of the way. I am wearing one of Whit's Warriors wristbands right now. The student council told me that they have already sold over 300 wristbands, not only to people affiliated with the school, but surrounding areas as well. The wristbands are $2, and you can contact the Northwest Student Council on Twitter to get one of your own.
Board! Foul! There we go!
I mean, he means a ton to us, and obviously he cares a lot. And yeah, we're super excited to have him around, and he does a phenomenal job.
Jacob Ananiah is in his first season as the student manager of the Hastings College men's basketball team.
Yes! There we go, kick!
The freshman was a manager at Omaha Burke for 4 years. When he graduated, he wanted to continue to manage. And when he met with head Bronco coach Bill Gavers, it was a match made in heaven.
I knew right then and there, I was like, this guy is going to really care about me and care about my passion for the game.
Honestly, within 5 minutes talking to him, he really had his stuff together. He sounded very loyal, very committed to a team. I actually went to one of his games to see him in action, and he was great at the game, interacted with the players well, interacted with the coaches.
Ananiah does a little bit of everything for the Broncos.
He's got his own notebook, and he's got scouting reports in there. During film sessions, he's great. He knows our scouting reports, honestly, probably better than I do.
Ananiah is majoring in education, where he made the dean's list in his first semester, and he hopes to someday be a coach.
I love the game so much. It just gives me a passion that I really never had in anything else, and just being able to do this every day, it just gives me, purpose for like what I do in my life.
He's fully committed to the Broncos, and they're fully committed to him.
I just really love the team that I have. I just really love the game of basketball, and I just want to keep being a Bronco.
He's huge. He's huge. I mean, he's inspirational. He's inspiring to me. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I'm an old guy, and our players love him. He loves the game of basketball, and he gives back to other people. That's what makes him special.
And while Ananiah will never score a point for the Broncos, he is every bit a part of the team.
Let's go right here. Broncos.